Okay, for this recipe, you're going to need some Parmesan cheese. I have a Parmesan blend and some original Parmesan. You're going to need some fresh chopped parsley, some butter, a pinch of nutmeg, fresh garlic, salt, pepper, olive oil, heavy whipping cream, fettuccine noodles or any noodle of your choice, and some good old 25-cent day-old bread. Well, it doesn't have to be that, but that's what I have. Okay, let's get started. Okay, y'all, so I already have a pot of water boiling over here. I need to add some salt into that. You know, they say you want to make it taste like the sea, so you put right much salt in there. Okay, now we're going to get started on our Alfredo sauce. I'm going to turn my pan on medium-high. So I went out and bought a brand new pan because the one I had, the non-stick, was all scratching off, and I knew y'all would be like, you're going to get cancer from eating on that. So I got me a new pan. Okay, to the pan I'm going to add, well, I'm going to double this recipe. You would add 1/4 of a cup, but since I'm doubling it, I need a 1/2 cup of butter, which is the equivalent of 1 stick. So I'm just going to let my butter melt. I am kind of curious to see about this pan though, see how non-stick it is and how easy clean up. You know, they say it's supposed to be really easy. Okay, so just going to let our butter melt. I guess since the water is already boiling, we can go ahead and add our pasta. I just get generic Walmart brand pasta, dry pasta. You can use any kind you like. Put it in like that. I don't like to break my pasta before putting it in the water because I want to be able to slurp it down. Okay, so we got the pasta going. Let's see what the box recommends. 11 to 12 minutes. I'm going to cook mine for 10 because I really like mine al dente. Okay, so the butter is melting nicely. To this butter, we're going to be adding 2 cups of heavy cream. Give our pasta a stir. Maybe I have you on a kind of like a tripod. So there's our pasta boiling. Okay, then we're going to need some freshly grated garlic. It says you want 2 cloves. These are a little bit smaller cloves, so I'm going to use 3. That's 1. Oh, fresh garlic smells so good. And here's number 3. And this is a really quick recipe. I like to use my microblade. I forget what they call these. It's going to grate my garlic. And just right over the pan. I have clean hands, y'all. I've already washed my hands probably 5 times since I've been in here. Oh, no, you don't want to do that. This is real life, y'all. It happens. Put that right there. Let it cool off and move on to my last piece. Now, you do not want your garlic to get too brown at all. In fact, probably not at all. So, keep an eye on the temperature, because you don't want your garlic to get brown. You do want to cook out a little bit of that raw flavor, but you do not want it to brown at all. So we just let this saute for just a minute. Oh man, that smells good. Okay, I'm going to turn it down to medium low, and we're going to go ahead and add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. And I have a 2-cup measuring cup right here. Can y'all even see this? Probably not. So I'm just going to add to 2 cups. And just slowly pour this in. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Put this over here. Slowly stir this, and you give this maybe about 5 or 6 minutes. With our pasta stir, make sure it's not sticking. Maybe turn that up to medium. Okay, to this, we're going to add 3 cups of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. I'm using this Parmesan blend. It has shredded Parmesan, Fontina, Asiago, and Romano cheese. And each one of these little bags is 1.5 cups. So I'm going to have 2.5 cups here if I add both packages. So I'm going to do that. This is going to make a lot of sauce, but that's the point. I'm hoping to have leftovers. It smells really good. So there's our 2.5 cups of cheese. And then I need 1 more. I'm going to turn this back up a little bit. My burners are funny. I don't think they work just right. I need to add some of this plain Parmesan cheese. Okay, so I'm just going to add 1/2 cup of the regular Parmesan. I like that. Does not have to be precise, y'all. Oh, it smells so good. So you just want to stir this. Oh, y'all, look at that cheese melting. Ooh, yes, auntie. Ooh, yum, yum. Wish you could smell it. Of course, this recipe is so easy. I hope you'll try it. Daisy is right under my feet. Of course. So the only other thing that I'm going to add is a pinch of nutmeg. My pinch might be bigger than your pinch, but literally just a little. Just a little. And just stir that. Okay, and this has melted and has simmered. Come to a boil. Comes back up to a boil like this. It says in my original recipe to add 1/4 cup of parsley. So you would add 1/2 cup. I'm just going to add about 1/4 cup of fresh parsley. Oh, that looks pretty. That's about 1/4 cup. And then this is done. That was so quick, like literally 5 minutes. That looks so good. Hope y'all can see it okay. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this off. Our pasta is about ready to be drained. It might need that extra minute. Let's taste one. Ouch. I'm gonna taste this one. Perfect. And I've turned this off. I'll turn the Alfredo sauce off. It's still bubbling, but the burner is off. Now I just need to drain my pasta. Okay, so I'm just going to take my pot of fettuccine noodles and drain them in the colander. Put them right back up here. Oh guys, this is going to be so good. Now I just bought the small raw, the uncooked, tail off, deveined, peeled shrimp. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to let this heat up just a little more. I want my pan nice and hot. The butter all the way melted. I'm really loving this pan, you guys. Yum. So I'm going to go ahead and add my shrimp. Pan is nice and hot. Can you guys see? Maybe I can zoom in. Not really. I hope you guys can see good enough. So these shrimp will take just a second. When they're about all the way done, pink, I'm going to squeeze some fresh lemon juice over the top. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. It smells so good. It's literally just sliced it down the middle. The shrimp are cooking really fast. Okay, the oven is ready for the bread. Clean up some of this mess. Oh, I wish you could smell the kitchen. Smells so good. Okay, so the only other thing I'm going to do is melt a little bit of butter. I don't know that I even need to melt it actually. I'm just going to put a little bit of butter in this bowl. And I'm not even going to use fresh garlic. I'm just going to use a little bit of garlic powder. Multitasking, y'all, multitasking. And stir the garlic powder into the butter. Really, this butter I should have softened a little bit, but we'll get there. So the shrimp are going really nicely. They're almost done. Pink Himalayan sea salt when I've been cooking seafood. I'm just going to take a pinch of that, turn this off. Give it one more stir. Okay, and the only other thing this needs is some lemon. Fresh lemon juice. Squeezed over the top. You can add however much you want. Woo, that smells fresh. Yum. I'm going to move that off the heat. That is done. Our pasta's done. Our sauce is done. The only thing we have left is our garlic bread. So basically I'm just trying to make a spread out of some butter, garlic powder, and I may put some parsley in here just so it'll be nice and colorful, pretty to look at. So just mix it up until it looks about like that, just so it's a spreadable consistency basically is all we're going for. So So I'm just gonna smear it on this side. Oops. And then I'm going to take the remainder and just smear it on this side. Okay, so I'm just going to bake this in the oven for probably 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to plate my pasta. The next time I see you, I'll be ready to eat. Y'all, just in case you're wondering what I'm looking at when I'm filming, when the camera's facing me, I'm looking out this direction. There's a little barn, tree. Look at those blue and white clouds. So beautiful today. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today I have made fettuccine alfredo with shrimp and it smells amazing. If everything went accordingly, then you saw me make this earlier in the video for my first cook with me. So hopefully that turned out. I can't even tell you how good this smells. Penny, you can't have any of my wine. Happy Friday, you guys. I got me some Riesling wine, y'all. Got some light colored wine. Oh, I can't wait to try this. It smells and looks so good. I had several requests to do a creamy, cheesy pasta. I'm so hungry, as always, and I'm so ready to try this pasta. Oh, I should probably, can you see how good that looks? Okay, let's taste. Oh my goodness. Yes. Y'all, this is so good. I'm so glad I doubled the recipe. Look at that. Shrimp on the bottom. Oh my goodness. Y'all, this was so easy to make. And I have not had something like this in so long. And it's so rich and creamy and buttery and garlicky and just delicious. To be so rich and creamy and heavy, it still has a little bit of that lemon taste. It keeps it fresh. Yeah. I mean, if you can't have king crab legs, this might be the next best thing. The noodles are cooked perfectly. They still have a little bite to them, but they're not hard or too mushy. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. Look at that. Well, I hope y'all guys have had a good week. I was going to let this be my Q&A video. I don't think I can stop eating long enough to answer all the questions. Well, it's still coming. I think I have another idea for that one. Maybe a little cook with me dessert, eat with me dessert, and answer questions at the same time. Yum. If y'all love fettuccine Alfredo, I think this is the best one I've had. I'm glad I used that third clove of garlic. There's just enough garlic without it being overpowering. And Parmesan cheese. Some of this bread. That's really good for my 25-cent Walmart bread. I think if I keep this up here, I'll knock it off. Probably. I'll try not to. So I think the last time I talked to you guys, it was the day before the solar eclipse. We did end up going to South Carolina. It was a beautiful day, sunny. We were having a good time. Got up nice and early. I think we left the house at like 5 o'clock. Stopped at IHOP for some breakfast. Got to the actual park in South Carolina that we're going to, you know, set up our camp and watch it at. You know I'm going to say it. I can't help it. It's so good. See, you lose your train of thought. I don't even know what I was saying. Something about some clips or something. No. We got there super early. It was a beautiful day. No clouds. Really sunny. Till about, I don't know, I think it was 1 something, maybe 2 o'clock. And there were right many people there. And we heard it's starting. So we put on our glasses and ran out into the middle where there was this big pathway. And we looked up and you could see just where it's just starting to come over the sun. And then clouds moved in. It started thundering and lightning. Y'all, we missed the eclipse because there was too much cloud cover. And the minute, I'm talking like within 5 minutes of the eclipse being over, the clouds were gone. Sun came back out. We were so bummed out because it turns out we could have just stayed in North Carolina. The people here, my family and friends here, saw more of the eclipse than we did. But that's usually how my life works. It's okay. No big deal. I'm sure there'll be one in another 40 years. But it was still a fun trip. This is one of the best meals I've had in a while. This is just so good. I hope you'll try this recipe. Oh, it's so easy and so good. And I'm loving my new pan that I bought. I just bought a new saute pan because the non-stick on the pan that I had started chipping off, and I knew if I started cooking it and posting it all over YouTube, let's just say people might have gotten distracted by that instead of the actual recipe. I don't even know what kind it's called. It's one of those copper looking pans that nothing's supposed to stick to it. And really, I made the Alfredo sauce in it, and when I transferred that to another bowl, it just, the whole thing just slipped right out. I just had to wipe it with a little paper towel. And then I put my shrimp in it, and then when I transferred them to something else, it looked like the pan was clean. It was great. The pan was only like 12 bucks at Burke's outlet. I don't know if you have one of those, kind of like a Ross or TJ Maxx. Not quite as nice. Not that Ross, you know what I mean. Those are so delicious. So have y'all had that, I think it's called like a double chalupa box or something from Taco Bell? I'd had it before, and I like to get mine with chicken. I'd had it before and I really liked it, so I went to go get another one yesterday afternoon. Might have been a little bit of a mistake. It was right before Big Brother was coming on because I was wondering if I had enough time to go get it and get home in time. So I throw my flip-flops real quick. It's like 5 miles away. Drive to the Taco Bell, pull up to the drive-thru. So before she said anything else, of course, she said, "Welcome to Taco Bell, may I take your order?" And I said, "Yes, can I get the $5 chalupa box with a Diet Pepsi?" And she said, "Yeah, but we don't have any drinks. The only drinks we have is iced tea, sweet tea." She said, "Is that okay?" I was like, "No." Hey, Miss Daisy. So I was like, "No, is there any discount since I'm not getting a drink?" Because I was just going to like see how much it was to order just the chalupa if I wasn't getting a drink. She's like, "No." It's just like not, "I'm sorry for the inconvenience," or anything. So I was like, "Okay, just give me the box and don't worry about the drink." So I pull up to the window. As a young girl, and I told her chicken that I want a chicken chalupa box. So when I pulled up to the window to make sure, I said, "You did get that chicken chalupa, right? That the chalupa is supposed to be chicken?" She said no. Oh, she had my card. I was waiting for her to say no, but we'll get it. She just said no. And swiped my card and handed me my card back. And then when I looked at the card, or the receipt, instead of just changing the order to have chicken and the original chalupa, she charged me $3.49 for another chicken chalupa. So I handed it back and I was like, "No, I just want a chicken in the chalupa, not an extra chalupa." He's like, "Oh, okay." She's your counter manager. She looks all frazzled, like she's gonna pull her hair out. She's like, "Between the drinks going out and now the credit card machine's acting crazy, and there's just a misunderstanding here." I'm like, "That's fine, I totally understand." Anyway, they refunded my $3.49. I'm just doing extra. I got an original chalupa with the ground beef in it, and then they just gave me an extra chicken chalupa. It's just so crazy the things you run into at the drive-thru. Yeah. That was absolutely delicious. I hope you'll try that recipe. I'll post it down below. I guess I should really wrap it up right here, but speaking of Big Brother, anybody watching? Finally got Mark out of the house, which, good riddance. Bye, Mark. Not sure why I just did that. Didn't make the wine taste any better either. So anyway, did y'all see Jason? Was it isn't it Jason who's working with Alex? Yeah, Jason with the cowboy hat. Did y'all see when he won head of household how his wife told him she was pregnant and he didn't know? He just started bawling, crying. That was so sweet. Now I like him. So he is working with Alex. So I definitely either want Jason or Alex to win. I'm done with Paul. I'm done with who else is in there that at least looks like they might have a chance. Christmas. I mean, I think she's a local girl, but I don't know if it's because she broke her foot or ankle or what, but she just kind of, I don't know. But I still like Alex or Jason. Y'all let me know who you're still liking, or if you've changed, or if you don't even care anymore. Well, thanks for being here for my Friday night dinner. I enjoyed cooking it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you'll try the recipe, and I will definitely be answering questions in my next video. Oh, also, I said that I was trying to get to 2,000 subscribers, and all of a sudden my subscribers have like stalled out. So make sure that you like and share and subscribe and tell all your friends and your family and your grandma and your uncle and your dogs, if they're smarter than mine are, to like my video so that we can get to that 2,000. So I will see you in my next video. I'll be making a dessert and answering the questions, and I will see you then. Bye, guys.